Drew.
I gotta wake up and go get the bread. I gotta go ahead and clip up this man. She all in her feelings, she giving me sex. I got a slack, sweat on my ass. Count up on the move, that's a digital day. They been just losing, I'm living these fads. Never go broke cause I got me a stage. I could never ever live in the past. I gotta wake up and go get the bread. I gotta go ahead and clip up this man. She all in her feelings, she giving me sex. I got a slack, sweat on my ass. I gotta wake up and go get the bread. I gotta go ahead and clip up this man. She all in her feelings, she giving me sex. I got a slack, sweat on my ass. Count up on the move, that's a digital day. They been just losing, I'm living these fads. Never go broke cause I got me a stage. I could never ever live in the past. I gotta wake up and go get the bread. I gotta go ahead and clip up this man. She all in her feelings, she giving me sex. I got a slack, sweat on my ass.
That's right, people. It's Dallas week, week 14, Washington football team versus the Dallas Cowboys. Playoff implications, division on the line. Cowboys 8-4, Washington 6-6, riding a four-game winning streak. The team has been improving week by week after the bye week. Coincidentally, that's when the four-game winning streak started. Coach said that he was going to reevaluate each position and each coach and game plans and schemes. And we can say he's a man of his word because we can definitely see the results in this four-game winning streak and looking to stretch it to 5 today against the Dallas Cowboys, which is going to be a very entertaining game. Dallas is getting some pieces back on defense. They have the rookie Diggs that's going to be matched up on McLaurin, who's leading the league in interception. He's like a ball magnet. So it's going to be very interesting. Cowboys give up in the run game, and Antonio Gibson is the number one rusher in the NFC. The last 4 weeks, he's had the most carries of any running back in the league. So everything is like it's coming together. As always, CP3 live on the lab. I want to welcome you to pregame for the Washington football team. You know, we do this every Sunday. I started a little early today because, you know, we got 3 shows. We got the pregame, the postgame, and then we got At the Bar Radio at 6 o'clock tonight. So make sure you check it out because we're going to be doing it all day today. You know how we roll. But let's get into some of these stats, and then I get into my keys of victory. Not going to be on too long. I know everybody's getting ready, tailgating, and watching, getting ready for the other pregame stuff to come on. So I figured I'd bring you the uncut version before you get all of that other, stuff you want to get other places. As I said, Washington 6-6, Dallas 8-4. Dak Prescott 287 out of 416 pass attempts, 3,170 yards, 23 touchdowns with 6 interceptions with a 101 quarterback rating. Taylor Heineke 276 completions, 353 attempts, 2,809 yards, 18 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 92 quarterback rating. Zeke 173 carries, 765 yards with a 4.4 yard average, 8 touchdowns. Antonio Gibson, 206 carries, 800 yards with 3.8 yard average and 5 touchdowns. CD Lamb, who has just come back off an injury for them, is definitely another piece that they're going to try to use to, get that number one offense that they have going. He has 90 receptions for 829 yards, 14.5 yard average with 6 touchdowns. Terry McLaurin has 61 receptions, 808 yards, 13.75 yard average with 5 touchdowns. What's going on, Terry? I would love to come down to the play, bro, but I got to head to the studio in Virginia after I leave the studio here. Got the post-game show over there and At the Bar Radio, man. I would love to come down, but Sunday is my day off, but I'm still, grinding, doing what I do, man. I appreciate the invite. I'm going to get down there one day, though, man. Trust me. It's right down the street from me. Offensively, as I was mentioning, Dallas is the top-rated offense. Total yards are averaging 426 yards a game. Washington is 20th, averaging 359 yards a game. Passing-wise, Dallas is 4th with 287 yards. a game. Washington is 221 yards, which is 20th. Rushing the ball, Dallas is 6th, averaging 125.1 yards, and Washington is 9th, rushing 124 yards. So it's crazy that three positions are in 125, 124 yards a game. That's wild. Points, Dallas is second, averaging 29.4. Washington is 21st, averaging 20.5. Third down conversions, Dallas is 17th with a 40.5% success rate. I'm sorry. And looking at the numbers again, 40% for Washington, which is 15%. These offenses are kind of built the same, run the ball, take deep shots, play action. Zeke hasn't really been, the guy he was when he first came into the league. Washington has pretty much held him down in the last 3 to 4 contests. They're only averaging giving up 91 yards a game. The last 4 games have only been giving up averaging around 79 yards a game. So it's definitely going to come down to the running game. Washington running game is going pretty good, even though the offensive line has been banged up, and they're down to their 4th center. It's crazy. But as we've mentioned on this show over and over again, running the ball is a lineman's best friend, no matter who's in there, because you're pushing off, you're initiating contact with pass blocking, you're automatically taking a step back, and the defender is coming at you. So it's a whole different leverage game. It wears your offensive line out, and they'd much rather run blockers than they get to exert their force against the defense instead of reacting to what they do. That's just some football 101 for some folks that might not have knew that. We always like to educate. What's up, Greg? I said, yeah, everybody at FedEx Field tailgating on. Yeah, I missed the days of being able to tailgate, but yeah, those days will come back soon, hopefully. My schedule is a little too packed to get down there like I used to. I used to stay right around the corner from the stadium so I could just walk down there now. Yeah, not that close anymore. Defensively, this is where it's going to be interesting. Like I said, Dallas has an opportunistic defense. The secondary has improved. Their front seven has been, decent for a while. Linebacker is still a question mark for them. Similar with the Washington football team. The secondary has came on. The linebackers have been playing better. Well, we're still going to wait to see if Landon Collins. I'm still waiting for the inactive list. It's a little bit earlier this morning, so not sure if the inactive list is going to come out during the pregame or I'll put the post out after the fact. But him and J.D. McClissick were, as of last night, questionable. If they were going to play today, we can definitely use both of their services because, need all hands on deck. Division matchup, last 5 games of the season, all division games. Yeah, this could be a sweet ending for this team if they get all hands on deck and continue playing the way they've been playing. Total yards, Dallas is 26, giving up 388 yards a game. Washington is 16th, giving up 365 yards a game. Passing wise, Dallas is 28th, giving up 261. Washington is 30th, giving up 263. Rushing, Dallas gives up 111, which is 14th in the league, and Washington gives up 91 yards, which is 3rd. Points wise, Dallas gives up 22 points a game, which is 12th. Washington gives up 24, which is 23rd. And this is a crazy stat for the year, but we know Washington has been doing a lot better in this stat. 3rd down conversions on defense, Dallas is 2nd in the league with a 31.8, and Washington is 32nd in the league with 50%. And that's, remember, back early in the season, they were at like 58%. The last 4 games, they've been around 38 to 40%. So when you have that many weeks of, 9 weeks of bad stats, 4 weeks of good stats aren't going to overcome that. So don't let those stats mislead you and think that the defense isn't doing what it's been doing. Numbers don't lie, but they also can skew the picture of what's going on the field. And even with Montez Sweat and Chase Young out, next man up, they've been, defense has still been playing well. Jonathan Allen, who a lot of folks question him getting the extension, has been playing lights out and getting basically recognized by all around the league as being one of the top interior defensive tackles in the league, top 5. Some of them said even top 3. A lot of folks was questioning William Jackson early in the season, the signing. Look at him, haven't heard anything because he's adapting to the new style he's used to playing, to facing the ball, man-on-man coverage. Now he's playing with his back to the ball. Whole different scenario for a defensive back, especially when you've been playing that way your whole career. Took him a couple of weeks to get adjusted, some penalties, some, blown coverages, some, misreads on the ball. Last 4 weeks, you haven't even heard his name called because he's out there balling and shutting down the other side of the field. Same thing he's doing in Cincinnati. So everything is coming together. I got to talk about the bulletin board material. Mike McCarthy pretty much said he's confident that they will beat Washington, which I don't understand why he said that. Coach Rivera, of course, the media's going to ask him about it. He said he figured that was a mistake. He was trying to, he's making it more about him than making it about his team. And according to reports, Coach had a nice fiery speech for the team to keep them focused in, not, getting too deep caught up into the things that he said, and continue to go out there and play their game and do what they've been doing to be on this 4-game winning streak. Dallas has lost 3 out of 5. He was saying, maybe McCarthy using it to try to, convince his guys that they can do it. So, like I said, it's going to be an interesting matchup. I'm definitely going to be tuned in, and I know you all too. As always, going to have a post-game show around 20 to 25 minutes after the game. I got to get my graphics, get my notes together, and prep for At the Bar Radio, which is at 6. So make sure you check us out. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel, Harold Porter III. That's with 3 eyes. Get all the highlights, updates, live feeds we have, interviews that we have. Make sure you go check out the interview we had back in October. Got to give a shout out to Gabe Taylor, Sean Taylor's little brother. We had a great interview in October. You can go check it out on the YouTube channel. He was actually voted the Defensive Rookie of the Year for Conference USA down there at Rice University. I spoke to him a couple of days ago, gave him congrats. We're definitely going to have another interview with him in the upcoming season, and maybe before then. Also working on a couple of other folks trying to get on, related to Gabe. So, like I say, just stay tuned. Sports on the Hill got a lot of things in store. I'm going to end the show with the highlights from the Week 13 victory over the Raiders, and hopefully I'll be doing another highlight of another victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and we'll have a 5th consecutive victory Monday. So that's always a beautiful thing. So make sure you check out post-game tonight at the Bar Radio at 6. And then, as always, Monday night, Sports on the Hill podcast on True Radio Network starting at 9 o'clock at Capitals Talk. Then we'll get into Washington football talk, and then we'll wrap it up with Wizards Roundtable and our NBA Roundtable, as always. So you can always go check out all of our content on sportsothp.com. You can, if you missed the show live, you can always check it out on any podcasting platform, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Just Google us, Sports OTHP, can't even get the name right. And it'll come up, CP3, Robbie G, the team, DC Sports by the Politics. It's not just a catchphrase. It's not just a motto. It's what we do.
Pretty much go through him.
CP3 live from Lab.
It's blocked.
And I'm out.
Carr jumps into
Head to the
Drake,
Washington
and
football
away,
team.
and it's incomplete. Cameron Curl was there. And it looks like the Raiders will send on the punt team.
Have had a high-scoring offense. We've talked about how they can throw the ball.
Washington to right. Gibson gets a block on the outside, and it springs him from Leno, and he's got a first down. Oh, he got a great block from the former Bear, Charles Leno, and a nice pickup of 16. What a shot, what an atmosphere here this afternoon. Glad you're with us. See if the Raiders get something going. 4-man rush, Derek Carr in trouble. Down he goes, and a penalty flag, too. Allen got home. You wonder if that was low on the hit.
With the penalty and the first downs, you're thinking points here all day.
Carr floats one. Dangerous. Jacobs is buried for a big loss. The Raiders playing without the great Darren Waller today. Jacobs, he has nowhere to go. Spins around, just gets buried. I think that's the problem, Greg, is that every time the Raiders have tried to get the run game going, really all year, they just haven't blocked it that well. 3rd and 11. Blitz is coming. Carr in trouble, and down he goes. Ioannidis got home. 2nd and 3. Carr firing, Moreau again, knocked away. Cole Holcomb, excellent play. On the fake, Ayaki, mid-range, Thomas, big gainer, inside the 20. They will mark him out of bounds right there, as a matter of fact, on the 20.
He's really struggling.
Ayaki slings it sidearm, Gibson is caught for the touchdown. Sneaks it through! Oh my! Guts personified by Johnson. Could be the last play of the game. Carr, can his arm get him there? Throws it deep down the field. It is incomplete! No flags! Washington wins it!
Everything we do is true. Understand this more than anything else. Okay? Understand this more than anything else. We can do what we want, be what we want. It's up to us. Nobody dictates to us. Okay? Nobody does. We decide. You want to decide? Jack! Where you at, Jack? All right, we took the PJ to Vegas. To the draft!
You know, I totally forgot to give my keys to victory. All of that, and I didn't give my 5 keys to victory. So I'm going to wrap this up with my 5 keys to victory right now and get out of here real quick to head to the studio. Number 1, time of possession. They've been leading the league in time of possession the last 4 weeks, averaging almost 36 minutes a game in time of possession. Number 2, dominate the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. We've seen that over this last 4-game streak also. Forcing turnovers on defense. I mentioned Dak only has 8 interceptions, and don't turn the ball over on offense. Taylor has been doing a pretty good job protecting the ball. Hopefully he continues that, and I'm not even going to mention Gibson because he's been holding on to the ball, so I'm not even going to put that out there. Number 4, run the ball, which contributes to time of possession. I mentioned that Gibson has been the number 1 rusher in the NFC and had the most rushing attempts in the last 4 weeks. They get McClissick back. That's a nice, good change of pace. You still got Patterson, and I believe they signed Thompson off of the practice squad just in case McClissick couldn't go today. And number 5, Heineke keep doing what he's doing. He's been improving week by week. He's been hitting the check down man. He hasn't been really forcing the ball. He has thrown in the double coverage a few times trying to force the ball to Terry. But as we mentioned over and over again, you're going to get that. That's part of his game. That's what he does. But it's been more good than bad, especially the last 4 weeks. I believe it's 7 touchdowns with 2 interceptions in that span, and a quarterback rating over 100. So, yeah, he keep doing what he's doing, making smart decisions, protecting the ball, and, doing what he do. Should be a victory Monday for this team. All right, CP3, live from the lab, and I'm out. Catch you